Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about this week's VC special offers. And I think y'all can probably hear the smile on my face right now because this is... It's not a smile because I'm happy to see this. It's a smile because, like, I knew this was going to happen. And I just know how this is going to continue to happen. That's the funny thing. We're in June right now. Today is June 3rd. That means we got about 8 more weeks or so of people caring about my team before the game completely and utterly dies. For the last month of the year when there's no content, obviously, and nobody's really going to be playing or buying anything, I don't think much. But up until then, 2K is going to milk this for everything they are worth. 75,000 VC this week for Dark Matter Nick Young is not the most desirable Dark Matter in the world. I will say that. But 35,000 VC for Galaxy Opal LeBron James is probably about the most desirable Galaxy Opal that they could have possibly dropped. 35,000 VC is only, quote unquote, $10. And I think a lot of people are going to justify that $10 in their mind. And they're going to buy this BRON because they want BRON. And 2K is going to make bank off of VC purchases from people who have not been spending their money, but just want to get BRON, and it's just $10. And if that's you, at the end of the day, that's your choice. It's not going to be me. It's not what I would encourage y'all to do. I am done spending my money on this game, period. Plain and simple. And honestly, I was planning to play the game this weekend and try to grind stuff, but I had a busy weekend doing other stuff, and I just don't have the motivation right now to get on this game and grind. I don't have the interest, and I think that's really generally what I'd recommend y'all to do too. If you don't feel like you can play this game without spending money, I don't think you should be playing this game at this point, in my personal opinion. And I'm not trying to be rude by saying that, but in my personal opinion, that is where we are with this game. So if you're going to spend your money to go buy LeBron James, at the end of the day, that is your choice. Me personally, I would not recommend that. I really hope you're not going to spend $20 on Dark Matter Nick Young. Like, that's even worse to me because Nick Young is not even very good. And there's a million good shooting guards and a bunch of them are free. And there's a bunch of gambling ones as well. And again, if you play the game barely at all, like if you play the game more than an hour a week, you should have enough MT to make some decent, like you should as a whole be able to grind enough things out and make enough MT and lock in a couple sets and things of that nature over the past couple months to have a team where a guy like an Opal LeBron or a guy like a Dark Matter Nick Young doesn't even really improve your team at this point in the game. Like free small forwards right now, Kyle Kuzma and Bobby Jones are both available and both better than this Dark Matter LeBron is, or than this Galaxy Opal LeBron is, I should say. I'm sorry. And the bigger problem is not that they continue to do this, but it's that they started these special offers by offering some pink diamonds. You know what I mean? They were offering pink diamonds that were buyable and stuff like that and discounted things. Players that were already in the player market. Then they went to offering some opals, and they're offering those for VC and stuff. And yes, they're doing MT special offers on Thursday as well. But again, all those cards are kept behind gambling unless they drop them as special offers, right? And they haven't dropped a single one of these gambling-only cards since February, since the All-Star break in the player market, which means they're not going to, which means that all of these other Dark Matters that are in the game and eventually probably 100 overalls and maybe GOAT cards as well are going to be made available in the player market. Not in the player market, I'm sorry, in the pack market. They're going to go through and they're going to keep on moving up on the value of the cards they put in here. I mean, it's not going to be that, I don't think we're that far away from seeing Dark Matter Ben Simmons as a viable player for VC, or Dark Matter Paul George, or Dark Matter Tim Thomas, or Dark Matter Oscar Robertson, or even eventually 100 overalls and things of that nature. Like, I just don't think we're very far away from seeing some of these really, really desirable cards being put in there. And again, I say that because they're continuing to drop better and better and more cards, right? So those cards become less desirable on a weekly basis as more and more cards and more options and more better cards drop. But 2K knows they can milk this because they know that a LeBron from 3 months ago is still interesting enough to people who haven't been able to use LeBron 4 months that they're going to get people to spend their money on it. And they know that if they drop Dark Matter Michael Beasley or Dark Matter Ron Artest in the player market or in the pack market for VC in a month, people are going to buy those cards after they've already been out for a month. And they're just going to continue to progress. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if we see 100 overall option packs by the end of this year in the pack market. Like, I think they're going to give people the ability to get the cards that they want. But what this is greed and desperation is what it is. They are milking this game and this community for every single cent they can. And the only way that will stop is if people stop giving them money. But if you $10 here, $5 here, $20 here, $50 here, your way to spending a couple $100s a month on this game, things just aren't going to change. You know what I mean? And if you're one of those people who's coming in here on a weekly basis and seeing like the packs that are probably going to drop on Wednesday again, the 100 overall or 99 overall packs, and you're buying 5 of them and spending $250 on the game, like some people in my comments have said they have, legitimately, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, I almost want to ask the people who are still spending money on the game, are you having fun? Because the gameplay on this game is not very fun, in my opinion. So even if you do spend all your money on the game and you get all the cards that you want, are you having a ton of fun loading up MyTEAM Unlimited or whatever you're playing? Like, I don't know. I just think this game doesn't make sense to spend money on. And yet, on a week-to-week basis, people continue to do it. And I don't totally understand it. But I will say, it does seem to be getting better. It does, on a week-to-week basis, seem like less and less people are, which is encouraging. I really don't want this mode to turn into literally only pack openings. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think we're that far away from it literally being pack openings. Like, I think outside of, I'm going to be honest, I mean, Ty doesn't make MyTEAM videos anymore. DBG's not really making MyTEAM videos anymore. Like, I'm the only one at this point making consistent gameplay style content and stuff, I think, that doesn't involve, like, mostly pack openings and gambling and that type of thing. And, like, that's not... I'm not trying to bash anybody else. I'm just, the game has shifted so much in the past few years. Like, you don't see a ton of no money. There is still no money spent content out there, but there's less of it. You certainly don't see any sort of budget content anymore because it just doesn't really exist anymore. There's no such thing. And I think, it's so unfortunate. And it just continues to happen. And like, I'm sorry, your $10 towards LeBron James contributes to that if you buy this Opal LeBron. I would love to have Bron. I mean, I pulled him originally. Remember with MT, I pulled that card the weekend he came out. But then I sold my Holo LeBron a long time ago. And like, I'm not going to buy this, but I'm also not going to buy, even if they drop my favorite, like if they give me 100 overall Luka that I could buy with VC, I'm still not doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just at the point where there is nothing that is going to get me to spend money on this game. I didn't even buy the Pro Pass this season. I'm barely playing the game. I'm not going to judge you for buying the Pro Pass. That's the only thing that I think is halfway worth its money. So if you do buy that, as I've said before, I think that's okay. But in general, I am personally at a point with this game where I am just not going to put any money into it, period. Until things change, I will not put any money into it at all. I'm not talking about gambling on packs. I'm just not putting any money into this game, period. And I legitimately don't think I would be touching it, period, whatsoever at this point if I wasn't a content creator. Like, I actively encourage people to stop playing the game, which is a crazy thing to say as somebody who is semi-reliant on the game for income. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's an interesting state that we're in right now with MyTEAM, and I just find it very, very hard to get excited about anything, especially when this type of stuff happens on a weekly basis. But with that being said, tomorrow is much better content than today, and that is good. We will be getting free content tomorrow for the conference finals, as well as leaks and just a bunch of good solid content throughout this week. So that hopefully will be some good content. This is not, but hopefully the MT special offers on Thursday will be good. Hopefully tomorrow's free content is good. That's what we really need, and that's the only stuff in this game that honestly gets me excited at this point. So I know I kind of rambled. I apologize. Don't buy these special offers. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.